We are leading up to simplifying human life with each passing day. There are so many things available now that can save us time or energy. We discovered some of these incredible things, which are brilliant in their simplicity and functionality. Welcome to First Class Tech, and in this video, we'll see some of the most amazing inventions which you didn't know existed. Number 7. Insect Assailants. The Pentagon budgets billions of dollars each year to develop top-secret military weapons. This so-called black budget has grown enormously since the September 11 attacks, surpassing even the funds spent during the Cold War's peak. Some of that money has gone toward the development of nano-air vehicles, which are remote-controlled micro-drones capable of infiltrating enemy territory. We've all heard about how the US military has used larger drones for reconnaissance, transporting supplies, and even targeting individuals. Unfortunately, larger attack drones like the MQ-1 Predator can cause unintended civilian casualties. The Samurai micro-drone from Lockheed Martin may be able to solve that problem. The Samurai looks like a maple seed whirligig, but it has a miniature jet engine to provide thrust and a tiny flap on the trailing edge of the wing to control direction. It weighs only 5.29 ounces and has a 12-inch wingspan. This nature-inspired micro-drone will take photos in the near future with a camera mounted on the device's central hub. However, the long-term goal is to convert the Samurai or other similar micro-drones into armed attack vehicles capable of killing a single person with little or no collateral damage. Number 6. Seed Racer. Mercedes-Benz has been a trailblazer for decades. You can thank the German automaker for diesel and supercharged engines in passenger cars, as well as anti-lock brakes, electronic stability systems, and other features. Nothing, however, could be more innovative than the Biome concept car, which was unveiled in November 2010 at the Los Angeles Auto Show. The vehicle was described in the official press release as follows. The Mercedes-Benz Biome grows from seeds sown in a nursery in a completely organic environment. The car emits pure oxygen while on the road, and at the end of its life, it can be composted or used as building material. The car was created by engineers from Mercedes-Benz Advanced Design Studios in Carlsbad, California, as part of the Los Angeles Design Challenge, which called for a safe and comfortable compact car of the future that could accommodate 4 passengers, demonstrate good handling, and weigh less than 1,000 pounds. If that sounds too good to be true, consider this. The Biome has not been assembled. It develops from 2 seeds, one for the interior and one for the exterior. The wheels sprout from 4 more seeds planted in the nursery. Of course, the Biome will not be available at your local Mercedes-Benz dealership. This is due to the futuristic design being a vision of the future, a concept car that is decades ahead of its time. As a result, it could not exist today. However, after 20 or 30 years of innovative thinking and inspired engineering, it could be as common as a Corolla. Number 5. Body armor with built-in stun gun, flashlight, and camera phone charger. The Armstar Bodyguard 9X1 HT01 resembles the terrifying black body armor worn by Christian Bale in the recent Batman films. Actually, it's kind of like that. The Bodyguard, which was patented in 2007 under the title Wearable Shield and Self-Defense Device by a California inventor, is intended to be a shield, a non-lethal weapon, and a communications device all in one. A rechargeable lithium battery pack powers an electronic deterrent device built into the arm's artificial skin, which is armored with Kevlar and hard plastic. All the user has to do is pull a pin, and any assailant who grabs his or her arm will be electrocuted. The Bodyguard also has a bright LED flashlight, an HD camera capable of transmitting images, and a charging slot that appears to fit an iPhone nicely. We can see this device becoming an indispensable tool for future law enforcement officers and bodyguards. But given that you have to inquire about it to get a price quote, we're guessing it'll be too expensive to make much of a dent in the everyday suburban adventure market. By the way, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the topic. Number 4. Batsuit. Have you ever wanted to fly like a bird or a bat and leave the ground? A Connecticut-based inventor was granted a patent in January 2012 for what the application describes as a completely dynamic human-powered flying suit modeled after the bat's style of flight. According to the inventor's patent application, bats are fellow mammals and the flying creatures most closely related to humans. The device consists of a pair of strap-on bat-like wings with rigged and non-rigged portions that the wearer can manipulate once aloft. Unlike bats, who simply do what comes naturally, the wearer of the flying suit would have to be towed or ride down an incline on a bicycle, skis, or rollerblades, and then assume a leaning forward flying posture and leap into the air at the appropriate moment. The question is, will it actually work? Number 3. Portable Cat Toy Park. Comedian Steve Martin used to do a routine in which his pet cat learns to imitate his voice and orders $3,000 in cat toys from a mail order company. The line struck a chord with cat owners who are well aware of how easily felines can get into mischief when bored. A New York-based inventor was granted a patent in 2009 for one possible solution: a fold-up cat toy park outfitted with a scratching post, a tunnel for crawling through, a hanging chew toy, and most inventively, a tube outfitted with a fan that blows colored balls around a mesh tube. A game devised to occupy one or more cats. While cat lovers may applaud the concept's ingenuity, cats are notoriously fickle and capricious, and there's no guarantee they'd choose to play with such a toy over, say, clawing your antique furniture. Furthermore, the utility of having a portable cat entertainment center is debatable because we've never seen a cat who was a willing traveler. Number 2. License Plate Flipper. Remember, James Bond's blinched out Aston Martin in the 1964 film Goldfinger, which had hidden machine guns, pop-out razor rims to slice pursuers' tires, and an ejector seat? Wouldn't you like to have some of that stuff in your Toyota Yaris? Unfortunately, the high-powered weaponry is likely to be impractical, if not dangerous. However, there is a company that sells an electronic license plate flipper similar to the one used by Bond to conceal his identity from prying eyes. The $7 to $9 vehicle plate flipper does not let you impersonate a Swiss or French driver, but it does flip down at a 90-degree angle at the press of a button to display a message on an underlying plate for the driver behind you. There's also a $74.99 version designed specifically for motorcycles. We doubt that this device will ever become widely popular, in part because some of its potential applications, such as hiding your identity from red light cameras and police or provoking tailgaters with taunting messages, could land drivers in serious trouble. Indeed, the company that sells the device includes a disclaimer on its website, informing potential customers that the gadgets are strictly intended for off-road use only, and that they accept responsibility for all liabilities associated with the use or misuse of our product. Number 1. Robot that devours insects and rodents. Robotic vacuum cleaners, singing androids, and mechanical dogs are now a thing of the past. However, British inventors Jimmy Lozo and James Auger have taken a giant step forward with a carnivorous domestic entertainment robot, an automation that would stalk and devour mice and insects, then eat and digest their bodies to generate its own power. They've come up with 5 different concepts, including the mousetrap coffee table robot, which is designed to entice unsuspecting vermin into its surface, which contains a trap door activated by motion sensors. Victims of the trap would be chemically dismantled and fed to a microbial fuel cell. The amount of energy produced by the auto-extermination would be indicated by a light on the device's side. Right now, these robots are just concepts, which some might argue is a good thing. Who wants to watch their coffee table devour a mouse? And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Which of these inventions did you already know about? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.